Sort of lens you begin to get late 16th century, 17th century, early 17th century for telescopes and big magnifying glasses. People making them in Delft.
So, I think artists had them first, actually.
Do you? Really?
Yeah, because images were more important in a way. When we were constructing the wall, one picture we found was a picture by Lorenzo Lotto. I think it's 1545, and there is an elaborate tablecloth. And we could notice at one point this tablecloth goes out of focus. We put it up on the wall because we felt this was quite a clue to something. Our eyes don't go out of focus. Doing it geometrically would see everything in focus. If you're working that out in linear perspective, everything is in focus. So I happened to show this to a new friend, Charles Falco, and he's a scientist, not in the arts at all. And next day, he faxed me saying he'd been thinking about that painting and he realized there were some real clues in it.
That particular painting probably had enough information in it for me to calculate the lens that had been used. Well, over the next couple of days, I made measurements on the painting, and there are several features in that Lotto that are independent confirmation that a lens had been used. In fact, there's so much information in it, I was able to calculate the focal length and diameter of the lens to reasonable accuracy.
What we seem to have found was Lotto's solution with using a lens causing a depth of field problem. When the focus moves from foreground to background, the scale changes. Placed together, the two halves will not match. Lotto had to paint the problem area out of focus.
To the right-hand side of that Lotto, there's a very small but measurable change in the vanishing point at the same depth into the painting as the central feature where it goes out of focus. The laws of geometrical optics prove that Lotto used a lens. And so that's the thing that's different about this. If you understand the science, you realize that this isn't just a nice story. It's a scientific fact.
This proof established an artist using a lens in the 1540s. The change we had seen on the wall, though, happened in Van Eyck's time, more than a century before. We were stuck. There was a huge weight of opinion that artists could not have used optics as early as this because glass was such poor quality that you could not make a good lens.
During the course of conversations and discussions, I happened to mention that, well, of course, a curved mirror also is a lens. And this was a sort of statement that scientists regard this as obvious. A physical scientist knows this, that a curved mirror, like a simple shaving mirror or a makeup mirror in the bathroom, forms an image or can be used to form an image. And David didn't know this.
There's no doubt they had mirrors. I mean, they had convex mirrors. If they had convex mirrors, it's absurd to say they didn't have concave mirrors. It's actually just a piece of glass the other side. Remember, the great image makers, Van Eyck and so on, again, are going to have whatever latest equipment is available, like Hollywood will, or anywhere will.
Concave mirrors have been known since antiquity. They were called burning mirrors. Archimedes was thought to have used burning mirrors to burn the Roman fleet that was trying to sack Syracuse around 0 BC. Well, at the same time you're focusing the sun's rays, you're also forming an image. Now, under normal circumstances, you don't notice the image because the bright glare from the bright sunlight that's focused washes out the image. So it's inconceivable to me that somebody in the right circumstances didn't see an image. And it's obvious to me that Van Eyck saw those images, and the difference between them and others over the 1,000 years before is they were smart enough to know how to make use of it.